Hey guys, this is Imran from the Prophets Academy, together with my head coach Far Mukhtar. And in today's episode of the Prophets Academy Hour, we wanted to shoot a quick video to kind of share with you some of the strategies that Far have been using for himself and for some of his clients to kind of bring their quality of life to the next level. And in today's episode, we'll be speaking about meditation. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
So over to you, Far.
Okay, thanks, Imran. So basically, meditation is a technique that a lot of people, highly effective people, have been using to just take their business, their personal life to the next level. Meditation basically gives you a lot of clarity, a clearer frame of mind, and brings your concentration levels to the next level. So a lot of people think meditation is, they think too much of it, like they make it too complex. Meditation doesn't mean you have to sit on a carpet with bamboo in the background and doing all kinds of weird things. It's basically just sitting down, finding a distraction-free environment, and clearing your mind and getting some clarity. So should we go into some how-tos on that?
Yeah, I think it would be great. For could you share with them the exact framework, the system, step by step, on how you personally use meditation in your own life and how it has impacted your life as well? Shall we go into the first step then?
Okay, sounds good. Well, basically, when you get into meditation, some people try to jump into the deep end and they don't really see much benefits and they give up. So the best thing to do with meditation is start first thing in the morning. So, and start with small doses, say about 2 minutes in the morning. I would find a comfortable chair, sit down in a comfortable chair, no distractions, and just focus on your breathing for 8 counts of breathing in, hold it for about four counts, and then let it go for another 8 counts. So you do that for about 2 minutes. Don't try to think of the 2 minutes, use your phone, get a timer, set it up in there, make sure to turn your phone off though, on to silent though.
So what you're saying is that don't focus too much on the 2 minutes.
Yes, you use the phone to set it up so that
it's the timer.
Yes.
All right. So you actually mentioned that it's 8 counts of breathing in.
Yes.
With a 4 count of holding in.
Yes.
And then another 8 counts of breathing out.
Exactly.
Okay. That's the perfect thing.
That's the perfect thing.
Okay.
So that's where you start. This is basically to get you into the rhythm of breathing slowly and not focusing on something outside of the little thoughts that are running in your head. So what's going to happen though, especially if this is the start, is that you're going to be feeling, some thoughts are going to pop in. It's very natural.
The distractions, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
They are going to come in.
What do we do with those distractions?
Basically, the worst thing you can do is to beat yourself up over it and be like, stop thinking of these kind of stuff. The best thing to do is to notice it. When you notice it, accept that you're thinking of something else, let it go, and bring yourself back to focusing on your breath. And 8 in, 4, and 8 out.
Right. So that's the first step.
That's the first step.
Let me just summarize it again. Always do it early in the mornings. Start with small doses. So it's 8 counts of breathing in, 4 counts of holding it, and then another 8 counts of breathing out.
Perfect, yeah.
So you do it for a 2-minute period of time.
2 minutes.
You can set up your iPhone or whatever phone you have, and time it for 2 minutes.
Yes.
And then the primary purpose of this breathing exercise is to get into the habit and the rhythm of slow breathing.
That's right.
And does it also have something to do with what people call oxygenation, oxygenating yourself in your blood in a way?
Yes, because a lot of us breathe quite shallow.
Okay.
And so this kind of gets us used to breathing quite deeply, and yes, oxygenation, yes.
Oxygenation, so you have a clear mind.
Another point would be to try to breathe from your abdomen, not from your chest. Most of us breathe a bit differently. That's a breathing technique. We can cover that in another session.
So in a nutshell, what you want to do is that you want to bring in as much oxygen as you can, or as much air as you can, and fill up your tummy with it.
Yes.
So let your tummy inflate, not your chest.
Yes.
That makes sense. So that's step 1, guys.
That's step 1.
All right. Is that steps?
You do this for a couple of weeks until you get very used to it, until you realize that you don't get very distracted.
Is this where your visualization of how the day would pan out be, or would that be in another step?
That would be in step 2.
Step 2. Okay, so guys, I apologize for that. I was in step 1. You do this for how long?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, and for how long a period of time?
A couple of weeks, 2 weeks.
You do it for
until it feels natural.
Until it feels natural, which is about from between 1 and 2 weeks. So you do that, and you do only that. Don't try to jump this step or try to jump the gun, they call it. All right. That's for 2 weeks. Let's move on to step number 2.
Step number 2. This is where you can add an additional step into it. Here, I would normally add a step of visualization. This is where your game just goes to the next level. From clarity onto visualization as well. use this next 2 minutes to plan your day. You just see what you're gonna be doing for that day. Especially that's why this is important to be done in the morning, so you can see how your day flows. I have to sit down and think about, I have to create this product, I have to work on this this website. You know, you visualize it, see it happening, spend 2 minutes running through your day.
So visualization is good because it helps you to plan your day. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
And it helps your day become much more productive.
Very much more productive.
Because this is the number one thing that I get when people come up to me and ask me, how is it that you manage to do so much in your day?
Yeah.
I mean, even though I've been skipping the step one, which I'm guilty of, but what I found was that I always visualize the night before, or in the morning as I lay on my bed, I kind of think about what are the exact things that I'm going to do in the exact manner of how I'm going to do it. Is that what you're saying as well?
Exactly.
Okay, so this step two of adding the visualization element to the whole game is done after step one. So, is it okay if you go through this whole thing again?
Yeah.
8 counts of breathing in step 1, 4 counts of holding, 8 counts of breathing out, clearing your mind for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the next 2 minutes would come in the visualization exercise, exactly how you want the day to go. What will happen here, what will happen there, how the day will end, blah, blah, blah. So that's step number 2. Is that a step number 3?
There is. Before we go to step number 3, though, basically, don't spend too much time, because you only have 2 minutes to run through a whole day. So don't get into the details of it. Just focus on the task. This is what I need to get done, and focus on having accomplished it. How would you feel? What does it look like? Focus on that. That's basically all you need to do.
Okay, so visualize that you have also done it already, and how it feels like. The triumph of actually completing something you set out to do in the morning.
It could be something tiny, but it doesn't matter as long as you accomplish that.
That's powerful. Okay, step number 3.
Step number 3 would be where you get a lot of clarity, a lot of where you get centered. This step is you take 2 minutes again, or 3 minutes, and you clear your mind. This step, it works slightly differently for different people. So some people just like to just remove all thoughts from their mind. For me, what works personally is I visualize myself in an empty space and like pulsations going out, which clears all the clutter from my mind. So different techniques work for different people.
So step 3 would be 2 minutes as well.
2 minutes, yeah.
Okay, so step 3 is, so you do step 1 for 2 weeks, you do step 2 for another 2 weeks, and then you can include the element of step 3, which is just another chunk of time, which is what we call the centering exercise, clearing your mind. And for you are actually using something called empty the space technique. So you just have an empty space, and then you kind of imagine pulsating movements or pulses going out from your mind.
Like waves that
clear your mind. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so is there any other thing that we want to include in this video though?
Well, basically that's about it. To get started, don't do the whole thing. Start with the first 2 minutes. If you've not done meditation before, start with the first 2 minutes. Focus on breathing in, breathing out, and then you can slowly, whenever it starts to feel comfortable that you want to add the next steps, do it. You don't have to stick to the 2 weeks, you know, as long as it feels comfortable.
Fantastic. Far, can you, you know, as a closing statement, can you share with the viewers what are some of the examples, what are some of the, you know, successes that you have tasted as a result of actually implementing this on a daily basis?
Actually, for me, it's mostly going from a lot of caffeine to needing very little at all, if not none at all a day. It's basically takes your energy level to another level. That's very important.
Energy level.
Yes, you become very effective because as entrepreneurs, as business owners, which a lot of our viewers are, we want to be very productive. We want to be very effective. We want to be very clear in our communication with our customers, with our employees. So it makes you be very clear and very organized, and you know what you're going to accomplish for that day.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so guys, it's another episode from the Profits Academy. But before we go, let me just summarize some of the benefits that you will get as a result of doing this on a daily basis. First, you are going to get enormous levels of energy, all right, without caffeine and energy drinks. The second thing is that you get a lot of clarity. And you know, without clarity, there's not much that you can achieve in life. In that book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which has been quoted one of the most effective books to help people grow rich and wealthy, they actually mention as clarity as one of the must-have steps. Okay, so this helps with clarity as well. It actually helps with focus as well. All right, it makes you a lot more productive, which is great for most of us because most of us don't actually you know, get into a productive zone or do things productively. And lastly, what is this? It allows you to take action, right? It allows you to take action, because a lot of us procrastinate, we don't take action. So once we do this on a daily basis, we are always centered and we're always connected to what we got to do to move ourselves to the next level, and that it makes us do more actions, which is fantastic.
Perfect.
Okay, so it's Imran and Far Mukhtar from the Prophets Academy, and we hope that you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.
Yeah.